types. So first is Okay, so first is pollination. Pollination means we all have learned in our earlier classes that pollination means transfer of pollen grain. So suppose we have a um, a flower. This is the anther, right? Okay, so let me just explain the two different parts of. One second. Yes, let me just explain that in a flower. So can you see the flower? Hello, can you listen to me?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a flower. This is a flower that we have seen. This is an example of which flower is it? Hibiscus, right? Hibiscus. So in hibiscus, you can easily identify there are two different types of reproductive structure. Both male and female gametes are present inside one flower. So hibiscus, in hibiscus, you can easily see these anthers. This is the anther. When we zoom it, this will be like this, bilobed. Bilobed means it has two lobes. And on anther, there is pollen grains present. And this is called filament. Filament, anther makes together make stamen. So the whole male reproductive part is known as stamen. And then the female reproductive part, when we zoom it, the female reproductive part. As you can see in this is the ovaries. The female reproductive part is divided into stigma, style, and ovary. So what happens is whenever the pollen grain from the anther dust off because of it can be anything, because of anything like wind, water, or insect. Whenever these pollen grains dust off from the anther and it falls on the stigma of ovary, stigma of the female reproductive part, it will germinate and produce. So this is male gamete. These are two male gametes that are in contact of stigma. So stigma has some sticky material that will only allow, that sticky material will only allow that particular male gamete to enter inside that female reproductive part. Only that is compatible. Okay, only the compatible male gamete will fall and germinate into a pollen tube and then enter into the ovary. Enter inside the ovary. And when we see this structure inside the ovary, it will be like this. It will be like this. So when we have both the male and female gametes inside one particular flower, this is known as bisexual flower. Bisexual flower means bi means two. Sexual means two gametes, right? Two gametes or two reproductive parts together inside one particular flower, that is known as bisexual flower, and it is an example of P and China rose. That is hibiscus, China rose, that we have seen this particular flower. In this particular flower, this is China rose, right? So have you understood till here? Okay, so next is unisexual flower. Unisexual flower means in which only one reproductive part, either male or female reproductive part in one flower. And this is known as unisexual, means one reproductive part is present. And this is an example of cucumber and corn, you can say. Okay, so what happens after this? This particular male gamete, not male gamete, it's pollen grain, sorry. This particular pollen grain will germinate into pollen tube, and inside this pollen tube, this is the process that we will learn in our higher classes also in 12th class, that inside this pollen grain there are two male gametes. One is generative and one is vegetative. So generative will form okay, so that will learn in higher classes, and two male gametes will enter inside the ovary. This is the ovary. This structure is ovary. And there are inside the ovary, there are three antipodal cells. Antipodal cells. One is two polar nuclei. And then these are two synergids that are present at the end. Synergids. And one is egg cell. So when these two male gametes enter inside the ovary through micropylars, so the end where synergids are present, from where the male gametes are entering inside the ovary, is micropylar end. Micropylar end. So this is micropylar end, where these male gametes will be guided by two finger-like projection structures present inside the ovary that will guide the male gamete from where to enter or from where to go. Okay, from where they should head. Okay, next is synergids will allow the male gamete to enter inside the ovary, and one male gamete will fuse with one egg cell that will form zygote. That is 2n. That is 2n in number, means diploid. And one male gamete will fuse with two polar nuclei. Two polar nuclei and form 3n, because this is haploid and this is 2n. So this will form 3n, triploid structure. And this particular triploid structure will later form endosperm. And this is diploid structure. This is zygote. So when these two processes occurs together or simultaneously in the ovary, the process is known as double fertilization. Double fertilization means when two processes, double means two, fertilization means fusion. When two fusions occur together simultaneously at the same time in the ovary, then it is known as double fertilization. So, yes, so this egg cell or this zygote is formed by syngamy, means two haploid nuclei fused together and formed zygote, syngamy. And yes, so this so the post-fertilization events like zygote will convert into seed, ovary will convert into fruit, the whole structure where the double fertilization takes place. Ovary will convert into fruit and zygote will convert into embryo, and then it will form seed. Seed. And this endosperm, primary endosperm nuclei endosperm nuclei. So this 3N is also known as primary endosperm nuclei. This is converted into endosperm. We can easily see endosperm in coconut. Coconut is the best example to see endosperm. So that coconut water is endosperm only. Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir, I have explained.
Okay. So, can you just a little bit elaborate about this last part?
Yes, sir. Which one? The double fertilization.
Yes.
Okay. Double fertilization means when two fusions occur together inside the ovary, inside the female reproductive part, then it is double fertilization. And double fertilization occurs in coconut. So you can say in okay. So this double fertilization means when there are two male gametes inside the pollen tube. One male gamete fuses with this egg cell that is present in between the synergids. These are synergids. So these synergids will disintegrate. One second. Okay, so this is the ovary and these are synergids and this is egg cell. So these synergids will only be there when male gametes are entering inside the ovary. So these synergids will disintegrate, means they will vanish when they guided the entry of when male gametes are entered inside the ovary, they will disintegrate. It will disintegrate. And whatever left is egg cell. So one male gamete that is present inside the pollen tube will fuse with the egg cell and form the to an diploid cell that is zygote. Zygote because of syngamy. Egg cell will form zygote. Syngamy means fusion of two gametes and form diploid structure that is syngamy, and zygote will convert into embryo and embryo will rise to seed. So then again when another male gamete, because there were two male gametes, right? So when another male gamete fuses with two polar nuclei, so two polar nuclei are present in the center, at the center of the ovary. When it fuses with these two polar nuclei which has same cytoplasm but same cell, but two nuclei are there in one single cell because they share the same cytoplasm. So when it will, because it has two nucleus, so it will be diploid, and when this male gamete fuses with this this central cell that is two polar nuclei, it will form 2n plus 2n is 3n. So this 3n structure is known as PEN, primary endosperm nucleus. So this is triploid in structure. Triploid, its ploidy is triploid. It has three nucleus and then PN, primary endosperm nucleus. This will directly form endosperm in future. So when these two processes occur together, it will simultaneously in the ovary. This process is known as double fertilization. Sir, is it all right?
Right, ma'am. Which whiteboard is it?
Sir, this is actually, I haven't used whiteboard. This is everything we write. I can use whiteboard. I have whiteboard also.
This whiteboard name is what? Now this one is a good one.
Okay, this is this one. Everything. Yeah. Explain everything.
Explain everything whiteboard.
Yes, but this is like we have to take its templates. Like this is free ones, but then after using one or two, I use this one. Then I zoom it out and then use it again and again, and then clean it. Like if we use more than one
We cannot
templates,
add
we
the.
need to buy some templates.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So we cannot add new pages.
See, if I click on this new, they are asking me
Oh,
to upgrade to
upload page.
advanced.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
we
okay.
have to pay it.
Right.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
yes.
Okay. Fine, ma'am. So
Whiteboard
you,
type also.
you can easily handle up to class 10, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can.
Okay, okay. Fine, ma'am. So then we'll discuss. I think we have your CV. We'll discuss and also if some students also we have. If some students are also interested, you can also take their classes according to your availability, right?
One second. One second. Yes, 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 sir.
Uh,
Yes, can you please pardon what you said?
yes. So I was saying that we have also some students, like if they require some bio tuitions, so you can
Yes,
also provide them tuition in your free times, right?
yes, sir. Yes, definitely. I'm up for it.
Okay, okay, sure. Okay, so we'll discuss our either chat or just we'll discuss your CV is there, so we'll talk about that and we'll finalize the timing and all these things. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
sure. Thank you.
Thank